If you're on the Ryobi 18-volt ONE+ platform, or you're thinking about buying into it and you own a car, we've got a product you're gonna wanna see. So this is Ryobi's 18-volt ONE+ Jump Starter, and before we take a look at how easy it is to use, let's just take a look around this thing at the design a little bit. So as you can see, our cables clamp right on here to the sides. It's really convenient, and they kind of clip in. You see these little pieces here on there. So they really go in there very intentionally, and the cables wrap around the back. So it really ends up being as compact as it can be. And I know one of the complaints that some people might have is that this is bigger than some of the lithium-ion jump starters that are out there. But one of the things you got to keep in mind is Ryobi's using their 18-volt battery for this, and they're having to invert it to 12 volts for your vehicle. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about the size. Now this will jump start gas and diesel engines up to a 6-liter V8. Okay, so that's your limitation, is 6 liters. So that's most of the vehicles that are on the road today. Some of the bigger V8s, the 8 liters and things like that. Obviously, you're gonna need something more than this. Now, the kit comes with a 2 amp hour battery. That's what we're using. You're gonna be able to get up to 20 jumps out of one battery when it's fully charged. And notice though, there is not a whole lot of room in here. Now we checked it with some other batteries. The 4 amp hour battery fits just fine, but the 6 and the larger ones, they're gonna work in that they can go in here, but their door's not gonna be able to close all the way. So keep that in mind as you're thinking about what kind of battery you want. Now realistically, you get so many jumps out of the 2 amp hour battery that it's gonna be the good one to go with anyway. Now, as far as actually using this goes, it's really, really simple, and Ryobi includes a quick start guide right here, so you don't have to keep the manual with you. You don't have to worry about memorizing a bunch of instructions. It's all right here for you. So let's take a look at a couple things. So first of all, let's go ahead and turn it on. You press and hold, and then this green light's gonna come on for you. Now you know that the unit's active. It's not gonna do anything yet. We don't have anything connected. All right, so we've got the unit on, and we're gonna show off some of the technology that Ryobi has built in here. There's some anti-spark and anti-reverse polarity technology protection built in here. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna intentionally set this up incorrectly. So we're gonna put our black lead on the positive, and we're gonna put our red lead on the negative. And notice nothing's blowing up, nothing's catching on fire. We're okay. So let's go ahead and push the button, and it's letting us know, hey, there's an error. Now, most of the time, if there's an error, it's gonna be for this reason, because you got the cables mixed up. That's okay. So press that button again and kick it off. And then let's put our leads on the correct sides. As you can kind of tell from what I'm doing right now, it is a little bit interesting that the cables are as short as they are. It'd be nice to be able to bring the unit way up here and have the cable stretch out. This is actually normal for these lithium-ion jump starters. So in fact, I was working with a different jump starter earlier today, and the cables were even shorter than this. So while it can be a little bit irritating, it's not that big of a deal. It is pretty normal. All right, so now we got the leads on here in the correct position. Let's push our button. Now, it's gonna take about 60 seconds for it to prime for us to get ready to actually start the engine. Right now, if you're in a hurry or something else is going on, you can press and hold this and override that. Now, the other thing is, once you've started it, you don't want to leave this sitting on here. So let's go ahead and turn this off. Let's go ahead and disconnect the leads so that we don't irritate things. Now you can give the unit some funny ears like this if you want to, but it is a lot easier and stores a lot nicer if you go ahead and wrap these cords around the backhand side. You can see it just ends up being a little more neat for storage. Now, one other thing that Ryobi's got built in here, they do have this LED light. So it's really, really bright out here. I'm not sure how well you're gonna be able to see it. We can kick it on, and if it's after dark and you don't have a light that's built in under your hood, it is helpful to be able to see the leads while you're in here. And if you press that light again, it's gonna give a flash. So if you need to set that up after dark while you're outside, give people a warning that, hey, there's somebody there. That's helpful on the safety side. All right, now as far as the size goes, you can kind of see how it is in comparison to my hand, but let's take a look inside the vehicle about how you can potentially store this. Back here, I've got some nice under-seat storage, and it fits great right there. Seat can go down no problem. If you don't have that kind of storage space in the back of your vehicle, yeah, this can fit underneath the seat. It's just a matter of how much space you've got to work with. It's not something that you're going to want to put inside a glove box. It won't fit in there very well. As usual, this is a Ryobi product you can find at Home Depot and at homedepot.com. It's going to run $179 as a bare tool, but we suggest you go ahead and get the kit because it's going to come with a 2 amp hour battery and charger, but it's going to be $199, so it's only an extra 20 bucks for that. Now, if you have any questions for us about this or feedback, go ahead and leave us some comments below, and as always, thanks for watching.